E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2? Make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO? Guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quest for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Shanghai European Qualification, or Qualifier, depending how you're going to say it. I probably did it wrong at the very beginning of this, but either way, we are going into our first match of this qualifier. It is going to be a best of 3, and it will be between Fragsters and Team AGO, and well, this should be a pretty interesting matchup. I'm looking forward to just sort of finding out a little bit more about both of these teams, because obviously Team AGO, quite a few familiar faces. Looking to see how Furlan's still performing as of recent, because again, it's been a while since I've seen too much from him. And on the other side, Fragsters, they always seem to have sort of these good results when I'm not casting. They had a 16-1 on Nuke, which I was very impressed by. Versus Ares, but other than that, I've seen them lose on this very map to Team Little. I've completely mind blanked on what their team's called, so just go call it Team Little. And well, when looking just at the map pool, obviously we have this one. I think we're then going Trainer Mirage. The statistics for Fragsters really aren't very good whatsoever. So, in fact, let me just briefly, let's just why say the maps when I can very quickly just show you them if I remember where the. Oh, should I bring it up at the bottom? There we go. Look how pretty that is. But yeah, we've got the first pick coming in from Fragsters. For some reason, the overlay is the other way around for the thing, which is a little bit annoying. But either way, as said, we are going to be going into this matchup, and it is going to be the pistol round. CT side start for Fragsters, and yeah, as said, I'm looking forward to seeing what both of these teams have to offer. Hey, Spood and Villain, how are you guys today? Got no footsteps. That's interesting. Don't know why that's happening. Either way, we are going to have Cyclone making a way towards that banana spot. Looking to try and find the first kill, but already getting dinked up. Definitely not the best start for him. Has support from Torben, who will actually get the first kill of the round. And they've got 3 players already over towards this B side of the map. Push going to be coming through. Smoke actually down and isolated onto the site will be Dragonfly. He's down without any sort of response available for the CT side. Now, they don't have a kit, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem for them in terms of actually defusing this bomb. Coming out. Tau will be there to pick off another as the rotation attempts to come in. Torben actually gets one back, but it's still going to be a 3 versus 2, and they've got plenty of players to isolate. He now has to find 3 kills, and it's not looking too good in this situation. Manages the first, but Toa going to be very quick to get the trade, and it will be Team AGO by Toyota. I don't know how to say their name exactly. I feel like I butcher nearly all of the names. Like, you got Toa, or is it Tau, or Toao, or is it Toad, and I just can't read. I got many questions. Either way, we are going to have a buyback in, and interestingly, we got a Mag 7. Now, how on earth has Cyclone been able to afford a Mag 7? Did someone drop him a Mag 7? If that's the case, then that's pretty interesting. It looks like Torben may have dropped him a mag, so hey-ho. Let's see what he can do with that. I'm going to be over towards that B site. Unfortunately, the wraparound has already come in just cow. Okay, I'll take your word for it. KHR. See, now what's his? Is it fur? Oh god, I don't want to, like, I'm seeing what you guys are putting and I can't read that. Snatchy is already going to pick up another one. He's the man with the rifle, so has to be a little bit more careful. But we are just seeing the cleanup from this T side. A little bit of a chance for some damage to be done for Uslev. And he will actually hit Toa through the smoke. Here. See, now you put a question mark. It will be grubby. To end this, nice amount of money made from the T side. Toao. Or T-O-A-O. I'm not sure if I should trust any of you. I think I'm just going to call him Toa. Because it's easier. And, THR. Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. I won't call him Fur or Fear. Either way, CT side, one flashbang, and they're going to try and pop themselves towards that banana. Quite a lot of players just going to be running towards Grubby here. He's got the MAC-10, has the potential to make a decent amount of cash, and okay, it's actually going to be Snatchy spraying them down. Only Grubby will go down, no problem there. It's Grooby. God damn it, I'm so bad. Yeah, Fur is in SK. Well, maybe like tagged in. Oh god. Red as Tap-chan. I feel like that can't be true. Because that's not even close. Why am I getting no footsteps? Might have to reload the server in a second. That's really putting me off. I thought it would be the CT side who have the more difficult name to pronounce. Dragonfly will hit the tag, but he doesn't have any armor, so has to be pretty careful, and they're just going to run straight onto that short position. Try and get nice and close, but there's the lineup. Already going to be 3 kills for Dragonfly, and, well, eventually it's going to be shut down by Stown as well. So if his name's Tap-chan, why is it not put as Tap-chan? Like, what is that? I'm going to believe you, and if you're lying, I will find each and every one of you and do nothing. But, call them whatever you want. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is Jim. And, moving over here is going to be Craig. And we got John, Alan, and Bilbo. We got the T side. Looking to try and break back. Of course, CTs did make a reasonable amount of money because they didn't lose too many players. Dragonfly has switched up his position. Only one man actually over towards this B site. They've left it onto the AWP to try and hold it down alone, which is quite a common strategy. The problem is, now that he's spotted a lot of players, normally this is where you rotate somebody back. However, they have not. So, it's kind of interesting. Still, they haven't rotated anybody, even though all of the nades are coming in. They're literally just saying, Dragonfly, just please kill everyone. There's 4 players pushing. This is really peculiar. He's actually managed to get out of the site, so it's not too bad. They're just going to hold on and try and play for the retake. Snatchy is finally going to get the first pick of the round, and Dragonfly will eventually go down. CTs, it didn't really look like they were doing too well in terms of this retake from the get-go. And I would say, in terms of all the sites in the game you want to be retaking, this is not one of them. Snatchy already going to get his 3rd kill now with that AWP, and Stown has no choice but to save. It was a weird round from Fragsters. Which means couch in Polish. 4-1. As said, because this round was pretty damn clean from the CT side, they should still be able to get something into this round. It looks like they're actually going to play it safe and make sure they have all the utility going into the next. It will mean that Stown is sort of left in a situation where he's going to be a little bit worse off than the rest of the team. But I suppose they're playing it the way of, okay, we have one player who's going to be worse off in the next round rather than having 4 who aren't going to be in a great position in this one. So, definitely not too bad overall for the CT side. Stown will actually start things off. Now, every kill he gets is an extra $300, and it will help him out wonderfully. And they can look to do some extra damage to this T side. However, he is only going to be able to get 1. What can the pistols do, though? A couple of low players. On both sides, in fact. Actually going to catch one through the edge of that smoke. Torben trying his best. Okay, cheeky little pop flash in. He's just going to go running around the corner. He has, however, been spotted out, and Tapchan is going to do his best with only 3 HP. Cyclone has actually managed to retrieve an AK, though. And that could be a big difference. Now, normally you'd say, hey, it's only an AK. They've got a decent amount of money. But with Stown actually only on 2k, you had 1900. He has just about enough for a rifle. But if you can now drop him an AK, that's going to be a much better situation. Why is that now funny? See, look, I feel like I'm just going to call him Tao. Because I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like I've been duped. So Tapchan means couch. I feel like that could be a lie as well. Equals carpet. Okay. I'm gonna stick to Tao, and if it's wrong, then fight me. Find me a LAN. T-side off to a very strong start, though, but however, not in this round. Snatchy is going to be dunked down by the double nades. The T's now have to finally fight. Okay, it's another nickname. Furlan looking to try and find a spray through the smoke. He's actually been really quiet so far. It's been Snatchy running the show 13-3. Nice shot from Furlan, though. Picking up the AWP for his team. Let's try and push back towards that middle position. Gonna find anything as of yet. It's actually more of a 2-for-2 split. The main man you have to look towards is going to be Dragonfly. Whether or not he's actually going to rotate. Because the fact is, there is only one player over towards this B site. Nice sentry from Tao. And he's actually going to keep the players over towards the other side of the map, which is very important. So now Cyclone has all of the work left to do. Peek in from PHR, and that's just easy stuff from him. And now leaves only the 2 players over towards the other side of the map. So an early pick doesn't seem to have hurt Team AGO at all, as it will just be the 2 CT-sided players to try and save their weapons. And yeah, really nice round from the T side. It's always much more difficult when you lose that early pick, especially on a map like Inferno, and if your opposition has a decent amount of utility to actually find a pick to get back into the rounds. But obviously they had Furlan to find that for them very quickly indeed. So the Poles are going to hit their 6th round already over on this T side. A strong start, and if we look at the money, it's not going to be great. We'll have 2,400 going into the CT side account. Of course, they will have the 2 weapons that they're going to be saving. But the worrying thing about this is their map pick. This is the map pick of Fragsters. This is the one that I'm looking at for them to take. If they don't, I feel like we could be looking at a 2-0. And the funny thing is, you look at the bracket, it's recently just gone up on HLTV for anybody who hasn't seen it. This is probably one of the easier games. We've got Dignitas versus Binary Dragons in there as well. They could have got matched up against someone like Space Soldiers, Hellraisers. There's some really tough teams in this bracket. So if they're not able to beat Team AGO, then you really do have some problems. Prefers to be called it. Okay. Well, I'm not sure I believe you. A Dignitas game, I'm not sure. I don't think it's been scheduled yet, but they have announced when the match is happening. Froslev does manage to find a quick trade after the entry pick goes the way of this T-side. And actually, Stown has managed another with the UMP. They've somewhat invested into this round. A couple of the players with some more money. AGO managed to beat Binary Dragons. That's a solid result. Because Binary Dragons are a pretty damn good team. I'm really excited by the new Dignitas roster, actually. I think it looks solid. Obviously, they lost, I think it was yesterday, but that was one of their first matches together, so can't really expect too much. But it looks like it could be at least a team of upsets, which could be pretty good if they do manage to get into the tournament. Of course, I'm hoping Space Soldiers will be another to try and get through that qualifier, but we'll see who's going to be getting through this first matchup. It is 6-1. CT side do have a man advantage, although Torben has very little to play with indeed. But Stout doing work with the UMP. Already manages to find himself one and does a lot of damage onto the second. The plant going to be simply denied by Froslev, and it leaves it all onto Toa, and he's going to go down in a matter of seconds. Binary runs your computer. Hoping not a binary dragon. Because that would be somewhat scary. Here we go though. T-side. We've actually got an SG. I'm not sure if that's a mistake or what. Furlan will eventually buy up. I do actually quite like this gun. It's a COD gun. It is a COD gun. Oh, it's going to be juggled around, so I think it may have been a mistake. Groovy will take it off his hands. Just try and be that headshot machine. It's still one shot to the face. He always buys it on this map. Well, if that's the case, why did he give it to someone else? That seems weird. Unless it was Groovy who normally has it. It is one shot to the face. Not a mistake. Okay, I'll tell you guys. Word for it. Smoke going to be set up over towards that east side. Nice start from Dragonfly, though. He has managed to win them one of their only rounds in this game so far, and he's looking to try and do it again. Already picks up 2 with the AWP. Push coming out from Tau, trying to find the entry onto him. And he should be able to do it fairly simply as the wraparound almost gets caught out. There's still one more player on the side, though, that they haven't dealt with. Torben has that UMP. Trying to just avoid in the smoke, and his teammates have now begun to arrive, and the T's have taken way too long to get onto this site and clear it. Eventually, Torben will pick up the final kill, and it's looking like Fragsters may have had a little bit of a turnaround. They get 2 rounds in a row. The T-side money has started to dwindle. They will still invest one more time, but it's not going to be a good buy, that's for sure. It's Groovy's gun. Okay. Nice amount of nade damage already. It is going to be a quick B play coming in from this T side. Cyclone is going to be waiting. Snatchy actually gets one on the other side, but can they actually hold on to this? Cyclone now the only one left on the site. The rotation's pretty quick from his teammates. Rifle has been picked up onto Groovy as well, so at least he now has something, and he's going to actually pick up a kill with it, so clearly valuable. Nade even going to do a little bit more damage. So many low players over on this T side is whether or not the CTs actually know about it, and whether or not they could do anything about it. Froslev now the only one left alive, as the T's have just run straight over their B defense. What can Froslev really do? Maybe just trying to do a bit of extra damage. The bot is going to be checked. He will find one. Now, all the remaining players are either, well, 51 HP or below. Slightly above a half is going to be PHR. Froslev will take one, but he's going to die anyway. Furlan finishes him off. I think the bomb would have got him. And that's going to be another round, and the CT side, luckily, have at least made a little bit of cash in these last 2. Decent amount of players surviving. However, both teams here looking to try and break back versus their opponents. Money not great on either side. Highest amount of money on any player in the whole server is going to be on PHR with 2 grand. So isn't likely to have a rebuy in the next round. Dragonfly only going to hit the shot through the wall. There was a little bit of the head peeking out, but he doesn't manage to connect onto that. So his opponent will at least survive for now. They're going to go to what is the most classic boost at the moment in the CS, but there's a nice little double stack coming in over. One player above, one player below. See how it pays off. Of course, it does mean the Cyclone can negate the smoke, although Groovy's actually going to spot him first, just over the top. That actually gives the entry kill over towards the T's. Also, there's nobody holding on to Arch. There is a rotation coming out from Torben, but it's going to take him a little while. And by that point, he doesn't know how far along the T's are going to be. The smoke has fallen to allow them the control. Stown does manage to pick up one. Torben looking to try and stop them from wrapping around, but there's nothing he can do about it. And the fact is, they still have a player on Banana that could enable them to get themselves back towards the B site. Fact is, I think the CT side have considered that, and they already start to rotate their first player over in the form of Stown. He will be flanking in. Dragonfly's job is just to stay alive as long as possible. Needs to try and just stop these players getting onto the site. Molotov already going to force him out. He gets one, but it's a quick trade. However, here's Stown. Sprays the first. Looks for the second. Can't quite do it. It's snatching into a 1 versus 1, but Froslev is going to save this CT side. And as said, the T-Money is now going to be in real trouble. T-Money's actually my rap name, by the way, in case anybody was wondering. Where am I from? I am from the UK. Near-ish to London. So that's where the accent is from. Hello, would you like a cup of tea? That's pretty much my accent in a nutshell. T-side are actually going to invest into this one. They're going to completely try and break back versus a CT economy. But if they lose this round, they're not only going to have no cash, but their lead is going to severely dwindle. And considering they were 6-1 up, that is not something you want to happen. Yeah, I am French. I love baguettes. Nice start from Stown. Furlan not going to play any part in this round. However, Tao will be able to trade things back. Froslev gets one, but all of these trades are absolutely fine for the T side. It's rifles for them to be picked up. However, Stown still going strong. We'll turn it into a 3 versus 2. These have slowed right down. They still have plenty of time left. A minute left on the clock. Don't have to make their move, but Stown is going to make one for them. Peeks aggressively and gets another kill for his team. A very strong round for him and a strong performance overall as he sits 12 and 7 on the board at the moment. However, what can Grooby do? He catches the player who's actually holding towards that B site, so he's going to go for the rotation. Bomb is going to be planted. Stown just trying to hear for that plant, and now he's going to go straight for the peak. And very smart play from him. Doesn't overface in a situation where he could hand the kill away. Instead, he waits for his opponent to go for the plant, and then it will be another round for him. 4 kills in that round. Big play overall. And there's still a few slackers in the server at the moment. Cyclone stuck on 1 kill, not something we normally see. And on the other side, Furlan's actually at the bottom of the board, and he was actually the player I was probably most looking forward to seeing in this one. You know that it gets turned hard after about 7 hours. I wouldn't say 7 hours, maybe like a day. It depends where you're keeping them. Maybe you're keeping them in a freezer. T-side actually going to force up once again. This is a little bit overzealous for my liking. They'll start getting higher loss bonus in the next couple of rounds, and maybe with a bomb plant they could actually opt to get another buy. And they did a bit of damage in the last round, getting it down to just 2 players, but I think this is too much. Baguettes are like diamonds. I've never heard of anybody using, like, diamonds to cut things. Or, sorry, using baguettes to cut things. Is this your new thing, Spoons? Just using a new business idea. Haha. B-side. So going to be waiting in apps at the moment. Smoke going to try and deny some vision. It allows them to basically waterfall out of the apartments without being spotted from the other angles. Okay. Tower's going to get stuck for a second. Lots of smokes on the site at the moment. Already a long rotation is coming from the remaining players. Still a flank in the form of Dragonfly. Is actually going to miss a shot. And now somehow the T's have managed to get themselves a bomb plant and a man advantage going into this fight. And PHR manages another one. What is going on from the CT side? This is an atrocious round. Dragonfly is actually just going to have to save. And somehow, even though I didn't agree with the buy, it still works out for the Poles. They managed to steal one away just based off some pistols. And even going into that sort of engagement towards the end, you think, how on earth do Fragsters lose that? They have the crossfire on the site. All they have to do is sit back and wait for the plant. And they get wrecked by a few pistols, a CZ, whatever you like. This is just poor. The smokes were good. The smokes did allow the T's to get nice and close, but it shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. Now it's going to be the CT side with the force. It seems to be the nature of this game at the moment. One team always having some sort of force buy. Still confused why we don't have any footsteps. I think I'm going to have to just restart, rejoin the server and see if they'll fix it. Nice little boost comes in. It is going to be a shot from Dragonfly, and actually the support from Stown will get another kill. Already giving a two-man advantage over towards this CT side, but doesn't last long. Groovy's going to spot out the aggression. Eke out from Snatchy as well. Catches Dragonfly, and this two-man advantage quickly being reduced. Already a little bit of extra damage done onto Torben as they do look to make their way towards the B site. Froslev, with only a Mag 7, needs to get there quick because he wants that close range angle. He needs that close range angle. Spray be going through the smoke. The Mag 7 tries to push through and does actually manage one. However, both players now go down. Luckily for them, it's Stown. Man at the moment. He's been doing very well for his team. Has an AK. Just going to go running through the smoke already. Catches out Groovy. Looks to just fade away. Snatchy will do a little bit of extra damage. But Stown's still in for this clutch. 1 versus 1. Snatchy going to be sat towards the back of site. Has managed to plant the bomb. Looks to cross over and Stown's going to do it. Wins the 1v2. Another big round from him. The Dane doing magnificently so far. And Fragsters are going to have themselves a 6th. Probably one that they didn't really deserve after the way they threw things away at the beginning. But now we see what the T's can purchase. It's the last round. Of course, they're going to be investing. Then again, they haven't really saved all the way through the game. Doesn't seem to be their style. Snatchy actually going to have an AK-47 without head armor, so we'll leave him in a little bit of a detriment versus those M4s. Of course, one of the players, Stown, still has that AK-47 from the previous round. Still yet to really see PHR, Furlan, or Cyclone. Not a good round yet, but Groovy, he's going to pick up the first two. A re-peek from Dragonfly. Gives a couple of kills over. A little bit of team damage, a love bite. Froslev. What can he do here? Easy kill onto Furlan. But it should be a trade. I say should be. He doesn't actually get the trade. Eventually, Groovy will with a nade. He's getting all of the kills in this round. It's Cyclone and Torben. Push back in. Can they find anything here? Looking too good for the CT side as Cyclone is so low on HP, and it is going to be a 9-6 half. Right, let's quickly try restarting this. Let's bring up a nice little overlay. Just ignore this. Literally just so that I can click restart. Let's try retry. Just because I don't know why I don't have any footstep sounds. Let's see. This map is actually Fragster's choice, so turn the cam on. I've got my beautiful face cam coming up soon. Maybe I'm saving that for the LAN. Face reveal, even though you could go to my Twitter or anything else. What is going on here? Everybody's still dead. Hello? Okay. I guess they don't respawn. It's kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen this before, where all of the players just remain dead until the next half begins. But, yeah, first half of the best of 3. It definitely looked like Team AGO were the ones to watch. Facecam casting. Show us your new haircut. Very funny. You know, I gotta get that fresh trim. Pay the hairdresser an absurd amount of money to just get a razor and go over the whole thing. You know, I do wonder if I'm supposed to be running some sort of ad. Should I just run? Let's run a quick one. Let's do it. How sellout can I be in the next few seconds? Look at this. Do you like money or CS money? That ad was actually very, very quick, wasn't it? Oh, look, they're even getting ready. See, that's all I needed. They're waiting for me to to do a sellout CS money ad. And then they knew. They knew that that was when they had to start, you know? Yeah, you can't. Your ad block don't work here. If I play it on the stream, you're screwed. The cringe. Well, you gotta do it. You either have to just do it like a normal person, or be completely sellout. There's still no footsteps. When are you getting a studio mic? What do you mean? This mic is good. Unless I've set it up wrong. Ruby already going to be picking up the first. Looking good for the CT side already with the first 2 kills going their way. Ruby looking for more. It is only going to be a trade. There's still going to be a 2-man advantage at the moment for this CT side. What can the T's do? Cyclone, Dragonfly, the last 2 remaining. They do still have a smoke, but I'm going to be rotating back towards that mid position. But there's already 2 players pushing down Banana. They've got to be pretty careful about any sort of rotation they're going to look for. Cyclone hoping he can find something here, but it is just going to be left onto Dragonfly, who will go running in, and it is going to be 10-6. The CT side take the pistol, and now, well, the game is theirs for the taking. We go. The T's are going to invest. Of course, Dragonfly will save a little bit of extra money just to make sure that he can get himself that AWP. Already starts things off. Nice trades. Froslev with 2. Actually completely opens up the B site. We are going to have PHR looking for that rotation. Has the MP9, the Shredder. But there's already players picking up weapons. You got Froslev with that UMP. Still trying to use his trusty deagle. Hasn't managed to find anything. Spray out. And perfect stuff from PHR. Shuts down the round. The bomb's not even going to be planted. Rifle, or at least one of the rifles, will be retrieved. Okay, for map 2, I'm going to try a different Go TV and see if I get my footsteps back, because I'm missing my footsteps. It's quite confusing not being able to hear them. T side just going to go for a flat eco in this round. Absolutely nothing invested, he says, realizing that Froslev has a P250. $300 worth of pistols invested. What can they do? So far, it's not looking good. How going to be doing stuff with that lovely FAMAS. A gun that definitely doesn't seem to be in fashion so much anymore, but a few players starting to bring it back after the UMP was nerfed. 12-6. Team to go. Yeah, Makia, saying that quickly is just not going to happen. That's way too difficult to try and say that quickly. It's just not going to work. So I'll just say PHR, the letters. Dragonfly. We'll find that initial pick. An important one at that. Not going to be any sort of trade. Nade's going to be thrown down, which will do some damage. And the rifle is going to be picked up. Background. Looking to try and find the players close, and he will do just that. Only PHR going to be remaining over towards the B side of the map, and Dragonfly is quick enough on the flick. The site is going to be completely opened up, and it seems like with their first buy, going very well for the CT, or sorry, the T side. Out. Going to be one of the only players remaining. His teammate seems to be sat ready to save. Stown is already going to finish off one of the final players, and it is going to be left just onto Groovy. Well, he actually hits one bullet through a wall, and that'll be enough to finish off Stown. But now they're going to be coming for him. Of course, no problems for the CT side to buy into the next round. Every single player with at least 3,400, they'll get 1,400 into it anyway, so they're going to have plenty of cash. 4,800 will be the minimum. There you go. Basic maths has been done for you. I can't do anything else, maths-wise, so if you're going to send me your algebra, don't bother. I will fail. Ruby gonna be trying his best to save. Now, the T's don't want to overface in this situation just based off the fact that they don't have a huge amount of money themselves. And by the looks of it, even though they could have actually tried to take this weapon out of his hands, it will just be that straight-up save. 4 players staying alive for the T side. Important boost to their economy. And it will be an extra weapon into the hands of that CT side, which could mean that Groovy actually drops an AWP over. It's actually going to be PHR to drop it, and Groovy's going to pick up an AUG. So he is going for those scope weapons. He's bringing back the old days of COD. We'll see what he can do with it. Now, I'm not so much of a fan of the AUG because it doesn't have that sort of one-tap capability. There have been a couple of very quiet players in the server at the moment. I'm mostly surprised by Furlan, because I was expecting him to be the star player in this team. So far, it has not been the case. He's got 4 kills. Here we go. What can this AUG do? Nice start already for Groovy. Gets the first. Looking like he is going to be cleared out, but actually has support from Tao. Already managing to get one. However, it's quick trades, but they haven't cleared the pit properly. PHR gets the first. Looks for a second. Can't find it. Still, just a 2v2. Furlan and Snatchy. Snatchy's top of the board at the moment. Top in the server, in fact. Problem is, it is going to be an AWP on a retake. Really has to rely on Furlan to do something here. We'll be spotting into the pit, but doesn't see anything, and that could be the death of him. Actually spots the other player. However, the scope will be heard by Dragonfly. Now the push from Furlan is almost definitely going to be known. He doesn't have a kit either, so should really be trying to get out of here. Does manage to finish off the final AWP player, but it's going to be retrieved anyway, and Torben will be able to save. So, 12-8. No return back from the CT side with their investment. They're actually going to go for a buy here by the looks of things, as Tao's gone straight for a rifle. Again, this is a round where I think they should be saving to make sure they can get a buy into the next round. Instead, 2,400 would have been going in. But, no, they are, well, some of the team are going to invest. It's like Groovy has decided, okay, I'm just going to partially buy down to 3,000. Snatchy, PHR, and Furlan are not buying. And then a couple of them are already. It will be the CT side to start things off, but Stown is going to find the trade. Nice shot from PHR with the deagle. I say shot, it was shots. And he will be able to retrieve the rifle, but doesn't have any armor. So, yep, there you go. Drops it over to Groovy. And now they have another rifler on the team already. Done quite a bit of damage here. Up above will be Furlan. Just going to be sat there. Does decent amount of damage, but doesn't get the kill. And now, stuck in the corner, will eventually be overwhelmed. Rotation has already come in. Snatchy trying to spam through the smoke. Caught from behind, but PHR not going to do anything. However, what can Groovy do? There's a first. Second player just to his right. Will have heard the footsteps as well. However, Snatchy now gives the information over to Groovy. He should know exactly where both of these remaining players are. Has all the information needed, but it doesn't matter because Cyclone is going to find the kill. Gets another one on the board for himself, which have been few and far between. But either way, it will be Fragsters now 9-12. And the CT side, this is what I'm talking about. They still don't have enough to buy. They're going to have to go for pistols, and if they'd all just saved together, we could have actually seen a buy coming in this round. Side very passive in this round, expecting some aggression to come out, and the CTs are going to offer it to them, but still managing to survive for now. I wouldn't like to be in Snatchy's position at the moment. Right down the bottom of mid. Second mid could pretty much end him, although it looks like the remainder of the CTs are going to look to try and bail out their lost buddy. However, shots not being connected. Eventually, Groovy will find the first in this round. It still seems to be these pistols doing a hell of a lot of damage to Fragsters at the moment. They definitely haven't secured themselves back into this match just yet, so don't want to be throwing away a round to this. Froslev is looking to try and peek back in, but he's going to go down. We're already going to see Cyclone get one, but the 5-7 gets another. Missed shot. Could be a problem, but Dragonfly hits the shot with a Glock. However, he is the only one left. Has to try and win this for his team, and it's not going to happen. The pistols will be able to steal one away. And as said, there's no security back into this game for Fragsters just yet. They didn't want to lose a round like that. And now you look at the money. Okay, they can have an AWP, an AK, but the rest of it is going to be very sketchy indeed. Tactical pause. Okay, let's use this tactical pause now to try and join the other relay. So, give me a second. Just going to be stealing this other Go TV. See if this server will have footstep sounds. Have a little look-see. Obviously, I definitely agree with the fact that they should be taking a pause here. It hasn't gone too well. I mean, NA stream. It's a UK stream, actually. This really is crunch time for the T side. They lose this one, they're only going to have 1900 going back into the next. And then, okay, say they have to eco, then that means that Team AGO are going to be all the way on 15. In a very good position going forward. You have to remember, this is the map pick of Fragsters as well. Look at PHR. He's trying to take that aggressive push. Groovy alongside him, but actually Groovy's going to be the one to go down. Looking for the trade. PHR gets one, but it's still going to be this T side. Actually with the man advantage, at least for now. Man pushing through Mexico as well, which could leave a problem, but PHR manages to get the kill and actually escape. That's very surprising indeed. And he even gets the third kill for himself. How's he get away with so much? Eventually, Furlan is actually going to be the one to go down. Still, somehow, PHR is still alive. And Snatchy even going to help him out. Torben, somehow, has been left into a 1 versus 2. PHR with 3 kills already in this round after some of the most ridiculous, ludicrous, and somewhat stupid plays. However, the bomb now goes down over towards this B side. Both players have kits. AHR pretty low on HP. Snatchy has since dropped his AWP. They're just going to try and play this together. And really, Torben needs to turn this into a 1v1 duel. He needs to pick off one of these players. He knows that there's a push coming in already. Gets himself the first. Snatchy now has all the information he needs. But can he pick off Torben? It seems like Torben has absolutely no idea where his opponent is, whereas the opposite can be said. And Snatchy, although it's close, he's going to win the round for his team. 13-9, the T side will get a little bit of extra money thanks to the plant. But other than that, if they do decide to invest here, well, I can't say I'd agree with it. I think they have to save. Go for a couple of pistols, use the extra loss bonus into the next round and fight for overtime. Because if you fully invest here, you're basically saying we're going to go for a couple of riskier buys, but Dragonfly is doing just that. He's fully invested. Now, obviously, he's not going to get his AWP anyway, so may just say, okay, I'm happy to go for a UMP or something in the next round, or I'm happy to go for a pistol again. It means that there's quite a bit more relying on this round than may actually seem. Quick push from the T side, though. This could actually catch their opponents off guard. There's only going to be 2 players over towards this A site for now. Quick rotation coming in from another couple, but they've got to try and hold on to this site at least for a while. Groovy manages to get one as he pushes in, but as he re-peeks, he gets taken down. Still a player over towards Arch. Actually going to go running through the smoke and runs past the man with the bomb. That should be a 3v kill. However, Snatchy still manages to get it. Dragonfly doing work, but it is going to be only him remaining. 1 versus 2, doesn't have control of the bomb. He needs to have an incredible round if they are going to be able to win this. Spots the gap in the smoke. Find anything as of yet. Oh, the smoke going to be going down as well from the CT side to buy themselves even more time now. I think there's a different gap in this smoke, so Dragonfly is actually going to try and find something on the other side. However, able to spot anything. Trying his best to be sneaky. 30 seconds left on the clock. Knows where the bomb is. Peeks out, but he can't win the duel. 15-9. Again, it's going to be close for the T side, but a round, as for the last 3, will go the way of the Poles. And now it's going to be that last-ditch effort buy. Most of the Ts do have themselves the AKs. Dragonfly, in fact, is going to go for the Scout. If they can somehow steal this round away, CT economy is yet to build up. There's actually a chance for them to take this victory, or at least take the round and then have a sort of small chance. However, first map, what looking like coming to a close. Groovy already starts things off with Stown, who has been the top fragger at the moment for Fragsters. Peak going to be coming over the top. Already picks up a first, but Furlan maybe going a little bit too aggressive there. Does go down. It's going to have to be a rotation out from the CT side, making their way back towards that B site. Cyclone. And now also Froslev have turned it around. Maybe there is still hope for the T side. 1 player split between either side. The wraparound going to be coming in, leaving PHR in a horrible predicament. However, he has shone in some of these horrible predicaments in the previous round. What do you do here? Groovy back to the wall, back to the door. And that's the opening that the T's needed. Now the A site is going to completely fall. And if PHR wants to go for this round, he's going to have to try and retake it versus 3. Bomb planted, and yeah, it looks like PHR will just opt to try and save his weapon here. Of course, they're only going to have 1,400 in their banks. In the next round, I'd quite like to see them save. Try and get a buy for the next round. I wouldn't be overly surprised, however, if the Polish side do opt to force. These will keep themselves going. You have to remember, that was a 4v3 situation, so they very quickly turned it the way that they did. You have to give props to Fragsters. They've still got a long way back. 5 rounds in a row needed. We'll see what the CT side are actually going to do in this situation. T250 bought by Snatchy, but the rest of the team, well, they may just opt to save here. I think that's the right decision. Maybe give PHR the freedom. Try and do some extra damage. It won't be the best buy into the next round either, though. It's still only just going to be rifles or maybe SMGs with the utility. May even be better to try and save for another one, but there's PHR. This is the aggression we wanted to see. Trying to take that first early duel. Manages one, but that's all it's going to be. Stown will find the frag back. Hal does have himself CZ and Kevlar. Actually going to be sneaking all the way around the back. What do you do from this position? There's nobody on the B side at the moment. Side have slowed right down. Snatchy currently holds onto the rifle. Now they're gathering up to try and stack back towards that B site. Now gonna find. Spotted 2 players. However, the timing could be the problem. He may get caught out from Dragonfly, who's just standing behind him. However, he will still be able to get 2 kills. Still leaving it with a minute left on the clock. Now, if the T's know anything here, they should realize that there's a high chance there's actually going to be a stack over towards this B site, because a player is now pushed in from behind. Rotation will be in. Ruby's going to make his way back towards A, but now that push towards the B site. I actually misread it, though. Start rotating the rifle away. What can Snatchy do here? Going to go falling back into the church. Try and take his position from Coffins. Doesn't have any armor, so he could be aim punched here. Looking for the spray. Gets 1. The second is still just going to be surviving. Groovy has to try and do it with the USP. He's already done quite a bit of damage. Just needs to hit that headshot, but it isn't going to be happening. Stown will keep his team going. Once again, a triple kill for him in a round that probably shouldn't have been needed. Snatchy currently 13 and 16. Or 30 and 16. Sorry, 13 and 16 really wouldn't be very impressive. Oh, there. Once again, it's going to be pistols. As said, I thought in the last round that the CT side probably wouldn't have enough to invest. However, we've just seen how much damage they can do with pistols. Fragsters still have to be very careful here. Shots through the smoke. Banana control already falling into the hands of Fragsters. They'll have a chance to get back into this one. Only 4 rounds the difference now. CT side. Now rotated. Here we go. 4 players on this B site. Flank coming in, but already Torben is going to be able to find that first one. PHR with the trade. Still a lot of damage being done at the moment. Here goes PHR. Another one for him, leaving it into a 2 versus 2. And now the only player left is the flanker. And Team AGO, they managed to steal it away. Just with a pistol round. Again, I said it had to be so careful from this T side if they are going to be able to take this one. Either way, that is the end of match or map number 1. We will be going into the second fairly shortly, so make sure you don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a short moment where we get to see Train.
Can't lie like this no more here. We do it all the time, so maybe I'm to blame. It's cold when it's lonely. I give in and go back to the old me. Yeah, afraid to admit that maybe we're nothing more than a callback. And that's why sometimes I play away to the